Hey beings from Earth, my name is Toxin here. I come from a universe where Battlefield Hardline was actually a good game. Just kidding, you know it's never gonna happen. EA. EA's just taking our money, giving us really large DLCs for games that we already have. Well, Battlefield Hardline's out. Well, not really, it's in beta. I have a mixed opinion on this game. Let me just say right now, this game doesn't necessarily deserve the name Battlefield. Many people say it's like Battlefield 4. I see no correlation at all. There is such a big difference between Battlefield 4 and this game. I mean, gameplay wise, the maps, the vehicles, everything, even the graphics. Battlefield 4 is actually a good game. With all the netcode patches and stuff, it's getting better and better. Battlefield 3 was a really good game. That was a game that got me into the Battlefield series, and I think was the best so far. This game is far from both of those. But Hardline still doesn't deserve the name as a terrible game, but just not a Battlefield game. This game was a good taste at first. Like, whoa, I could use zip lines, grappling hooks, tasers. It looked really cool. Though after a while, the taste started to become sour and sour. Is that even a word? Sour, sourier? I don't know. But it fits the situation. All these new additions like the zip lines, which I was most excited for, but it really sucked. So, Battlefield Hardline is not graphically impressive either. That was one proud strength of the Battlefield games. Like, we Battlefielders could make fun of all the other games, like, haha, we got some graphics and much vehicles and such many peoples. And we could make fun of those other games like Call of Duty. But it just didn't show up here. I know that this game is in beta and the graphics will eventually get better at some point, but hey, this game is pretty much Counter-Strike HD right now. So yeah, it doesn't have my vote as a good game. Well, for those of you who don't know the game, I'm playing the game type Blood Money. Game type where both sides try to carry money over to their vault. Money is located in the center of the map, and you can steal money from this crate or something. You can carry up to 5k of monies. Meanwhile, you could go rob the other team's vault for money that they already got. So you can see me going from my vault all the way to their vault, taking their money. So this game type plays out pretty nicely. Personally, I love the new game types. They're really good, and that is probably the best thing about the Battlefield Hardline game is the game types. It's an extremely nice change up from the usual Conquest or Rush or Obliteration, which didn't last too long. New guns only impressed me at the beginning. I was like, whoa, you can have a Uzi, a double barrel shotgun? Until I actually got to use them. The hit detection is a little off too. If you've ever played the Battlefield Hardline beta, the hit detection is very weird. I mean, it registers your hits, but it doesn't sound like you're hitting them. It feels like you're shooting through them. And maybe this is a lack of sound effects, or I don't know, but it's just a really weird mechanic that needs to be fixed. Okay, now for the equipment. Zip lines, which was my favorite and I was most excited for when I saw the trailers have proven to be totally ineffective. Well, at least in this map. It's because of how limited number of places you are allowed to zipline to. The only place where I got to zipline to was at the top of the building to one other building. The range, the elevation you're supposed to be on, it just renders the zipline useless. Tasers. They're kind of a hassle. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know, like shooting the guy with the taser, then taking 6 seconds to interrogate him. If you find one guy, there are most likely other guys near you. And if there aren't, what's the use of interrogating him? You find yourself dead in seconds. The vehicles. The vehicles need a change up. Literally the same equivalent of a vehicle on both sides, which doesn't make it interesting. The vehicles are pretty much the same. Like, the Interceptor is pretty much the same thing as a squad car. The only things that are different are, like, say, there's a helicopter, then there's a car, a motorcycle, and a car with guns on it. That's pretty much it. It really sucks compared to the other Battlefield games where they had more change up of vehicles. And also, each side gets the same vehicle, which is weird and kind of confusing. I don't know. All around, it's just an okay game. Nothing too special about anything. Maybe the game types and somewhat the maps. The maps are okay. Otherwise, this game will not be worth $60. I'd rather buy it for about $35-$40, because it seems like a really big DLC. Looks very unfinished and not the type of quality EA is gonna release for $60. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Go watch my other videos and stay fresh, buds.